If you are someone who deals with chronically tight or just aggravated QLs, then chances are your lateral stability sucks. Let's be real. So one muscle that you're gonna wanna get just some improvement and a better sense of utilizing is your obliques. So let's do that. So for this first exercise, we're gonna work through just the static variation. Really, this is gonna be a short lever side plank. You can be on your form block if you have one, or just a static position is gonna work here as well. What we're gonna work on is coupling the breath with a hip shift in an attempt to get your obliques to actually start to come online. What we're gonna do with our right hand in this case is I'm gonna start to come over this way. Like I'm reaching around to give myself a hug or a pat on the opposing shoulder blade. And as we do that, your hips are gonna track up to the ceiling, and I want you to slowly exhale into your left oblique at the same time. My hips are gonna start to track up to the ceiling, and I'm wrapping over. I'm gonna take a breath in to my right side, so I'm getting length, as well as I'm gonna get some tension through my exhale here on the left. Then we're gonna open up, the hips can lower, and this cycle will repeat. Now let's do this with the breath. So we're gonna take an inhale in this position here. We're gonna do a breath hold as we start to go through the motion. And as we get to that last 20%, we're gonna exhale into this left side. Now for the second variation, you will need your form block. We're gonna work that same position. We're gonna start to slide out this way. But what we're gonna do is start open, just like we were doing. And your right hand can come down as needed, or don't use it at all. We're gonna work that same breath, but now we're gonna start to close that space off. So I'm condensing or contracting the oblique as I go through this slide. I'm sitting back into the hips a little bit, and you can see on my right side, if I keep this planted, how nice of a stretch I get through the lat, all the way down into the lower back. Feels amazing. Then what we can do is start to slide back out, working that smooth tempo of about 5. I get as much length here as I can. Try to challenge yourself. I'm gonna keep the hips lifted. I'm gonna start that pull back. My lat is starting to work. My obliques are linking. I'm feeling the abductors on the left side. And it won't take much for you to start to feel that. You get into those obliques, the QLs will start to quiet down, and you'll just overall be a lot more stable. I hope that helps.